Good morning, LBHT crew. Good morning, Rogue Nation. Look, I hope y'all enjoying this content we giving y'all, man. I hope you're enjoying this. Okay,
Yeah.
it's a lot. It's a lot. And shout out to Grails for finally finding my channel.
Yeah. It took a minute, but last night he
Hey,
came through.
I appreciate it. Good
Right.
morning to you, Grails. Good morning. Good morning, KP. Good morning. KP had KP be dropping these chats at midnight. He's like, "Oh, video coming out? Let me get my comment in early." He said, "Clint Kubiak." It was 1:49 a.m., not midnight. Uh, but he says Clint Kubiak, head coach, Jim Schwartz, DC. Also, I don't really understand the hype with Jesse Minter. I don't want anybody from the Harbaugh tree. Understandable. Uh, Mike McDonald is the only exception. Well,
Yeah.
that's why you got to do your due diligence. You got to at least interview him.
Yeah. And Mike McDonald is a Jim Harbaugh disciple, not a John.
Yes, yes. Jim Harbaugh disciples are different from John Harbaugh disciples. All right.
Facts.
Dr. Kush, good morning. Says good morning, everyone. He at 3 a.m. he put his comment in. I'm glad changes. You know something happened. You know something happened. I'm glad changes are being made. The Ravens have to work diligently to bring in the next head coach and possible other coaching staff. Definitely another coaching staff.
Right.
It's possible that the next coach retains some of these guys, but that's not likely. Usually, when you fire the head coach, everybody's gone. The next coach brings in, they pick who they want to bring in, and that's part of the interview process. When they interview, they ask them like, "Well, who do you have in mind to bring in?" And they have people ready to go.
Yeah, unless you're a brand new head coach with no head coaching experience, because that's what happened with John Harbaugh. People forget
Yes.
Rex Ryan was a carryover from Brian Billick, and he stayed for a couple seasons and moved on. But if you're an established coach, if you have some tenure, if you got some balls, actually, you're gonna let them know. Because who was it? Who was the dude in Arizona that we always talk about? Defensive coordinator.
You talking about
Vance Joseph? No.
no? You talking about Willis?
Yeah, well, that guy, the guy in Arizona, he got a head coaching job in Arizona for one season. They did not let him choose any of his staff. He couldn't do any draft picks. They drafted Josh Rosen, and he got fired the next season. So yeah, there are times when Vance Joseph,
No, it wasn't Vance Joseph. It was
something like that.
No. He's I ain't talking about
I
defense.
see.
I see his
He
defensive
got fired.
coordinator.
He got fired. He got fired by San Francisco. Kyle Shanahan fired.
Yeah. Something Willis. Why am I forgetting his name? Is it Steve Willis?
Steve Wilkes.
Wilkes, not
Steve
Willis.
Wilkes.
Wilkes.
That's it.
Steve Wilkes.
Yeah. So there are times
Yeah.
when you can, but I just think like if they bring in somebody established like a Brian Flores, and you can trust that he's going to bring in the right personnel to get things done. So yeah, I don't see why they would hold anybody over. And like you said before, even with the assistant coaches, they're all in their first and second years. Why would you bring back such inexperienced guys who the Ravens failed with the year prior to continue on that legacy? I don't see it happening.
Yeah, the only strong question I have for Brian Flores is what are you gonna do on the offensive side? Like defense, I mean, listen, he got guys. He got guys on speed dial. He'll bring the D line coach from the Vikings or linebacker coach, one of those guys. Kick him up to defensive coordinator, and they on the same page, right? There's no doubt over there. They'll get the defense going. Offense is what I want to see. Like, what relationships have you made in the league? What offensive coaches do you have in mind? Do we need to help you with that? And that, if he doesn't quite have the answer, that's okay. That's where you can help him and be like, all right, we have some people for you to talk to, but that person will be calling the plays on offense. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have a clear idea, whatever, that's okay. We can help you on that side, and you can run the defensive side. We'll go that way. Like that's how you do it.
Yeah, but finally, Jose. Listen, I'm so excited about the possibilities. Even Mother Nature's excited. It's gonna be 55 degrees in Baltimore today. It's gonna be 62 degrees on Saturday. Even Mother Nature is happy. Like, yeah, we finally did it. And just for me, having a head coach that has experience on one side of the ball or the other. if things start to go wrong, they can give input. Like they can say, this ain't working. Let's try this. Let's do these looks. Let's try these formations. With Harbaugh, it pretty much was just like, what happens, happens.
Yeah. I'm happy for that. Just fresh new ideas. I'm happy for the forced fresh new ideas for EDC because like I said last night, EDC
on notice.
They don't call him Teflon Eric. Okay. It was Teflon John, not Teflon Eric. Right. We got super chat. Bazel, salute. Good morning. Appreciate. Says, don't matter that we fired Harb if we hire an idiot. That's true.
Yep.
That's true. But you can't be afraid of that. And like B said, if you get it wrong, you fire him and try it again.
Right.
Right. But you don't stick with what's not working. That's the thing. All right. Coach,
what's up,
good morning. 8 birthdays today. It's Lamar's birthday. Happy birthday.
Yeah. Derrick Henry. Birthday. Lamar, that dude Hendo, all Capricorns. Rodney.
Your birthday's coming up, right?
Sunday.
All right.
All Capricorns.
All right. We might have to kidnap you. We might have to go party. You ain't party on Sunday.
Yeah.
I got work Monday. All right. we might do something, man. We might do something. Okay. Happy birthday, Hendo. Agnes, good morning. Good morning. I see you, Ferris. What's going on, man? Oh, wait, hold on. Let me fix this. Hold on. I got you, Ferris. There we go.
You knew he was going to show up.
Hey.
What?
I knew you were going to show up when you were so excited that John Harbaugh was going to be your new head coach. I knew you were going to show up.
That's not why. I'm here to support my brethren.
Hey, let's get these boys out the way. Good morning, Reese. Hey. Good morning. Jesus M. Is it Jessam or Jesus? I said Jessam last time.
Yeah, it's Jesus. Jesus M.
Okay, Jesus M. Team Raimi, good morning.
Good.
CES Junior, good morning. A Light, good morning. Let's see. I be saying good morning. Imani, good morning. Melody one, good morning. Hey. Oh, you guys are so excited. You're so happy.
Listen, it's good times.
Yes, Isaac, good morning.
Good morning.
So, yeah, there you go. You got supporter there. Says Giants will take them. Garrison, good morning. Zeke Okage, good morning.
Nephew.
Charm City, the Dawn, good morning. Coach Hall, good morning. This is Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, defense Belichick, OC head coach Rex Ryan. You gotta be trolling.
Listen, I got a comment in the video yesterday and was like, yeah, I normally rock with you and Jose, but the Rex Ryan thing, that's he's the move. And I'm like, yeah, he went to an AFC Championship game with the Jets, but he did that in his first 2 seasons, and every season
back in like 2009,
right? Mm-hmm. But every season after the first 2, he never had a winning season again.
Yep.
So yeah, Rex Ryan, no, not as head coach.
Oh, I got that one. Thank you, Bazel. A Light, thank you for the super chat. Says bring in Flores as head coach, Brian Daboll as OC, and Jonathan Gannon as defensive coordinator. It's a beautiful day. I like Daboll as a coordinator.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm. Bazel says, "Where's the meetup info?" Bazel is speaking into existence.
Right.
I don't know. We got to discuss it. We got to put our heads together and discuss what we're gonna do this summer.
Right.
We'll see. We'll discuss it soon, and we'll let y'all know. At the very least, maybe like another stadium tour. Now that the stadium is finished and
right,
good, better vibes. Corey, good morning. Let's see who else is in here. Ravens for life. N Munn, good morning. Ty Riggs, good morning. Brian Flores and Robert Saleh, and tried to bring back Anthony Miller as DC maybe. Okay, hey, I wouldn't mind giving Robert Saleh an interview.
You mean Anthony Weaver?
Weaver is what you meant, yeah. I don't mind giving Anthony Weaver a head coaching interview, because I think he's interviewed for a head coach right now, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna, but I think it's a sham Rooney Rule interview, but that's just me.
like B said, the league is starting to swing back towards like the defensive side. More defensive coaches are getting jobs now. It could be legit. It could be
Could
legit.
be.
Love West says the only problem with a defensive coach is I don't want a
philosophy problem.
A philosophy problem where you had one great year, then your OCs get a head coaching job, then you have a lackluster OC coach. Chris, just joking, actually brought this up yesterday on the Ravens Roundup, and that is something to consider, right?
Detroit.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. Like, I mean, that's going to be an issue even with an offensive-minded coach. Like, if they're young, right? Like, you poach talented coaches, sometimes you don't have another person in waiting, right? But I mean, we can't be afraid of that, man. Like, you said what?
The same thing happened defensively. What happened with Mike McDonald?
Yes, that's what I'm about to say.
Yeah, it goes both ways. If you get an offensive head coach and we bring in a defensive guy and the Ravens defense returns to prominence, they're going to poach him too. And then we're going to be in a similar situation just on the other side of the ball. We can't be scared to go out here and get people that are actually going to do the job for the Ravens. We're going to lose people. Once we start winning again, we're going to lose people. We've lost people every year. It's nothing new to us.
Marvin Lewis.
Yeah.
Rex Ryan.
I think I think this is where EDC has to step up, right? If we get a good offensive coordinator, he gets poached. That's where EDC has to come in and be like, all right, we're gonna search for your for next replacement together. It's not gonna be higher from within necessarily. Right. That's what's got us in trouble.
Unless we get an offensive coordinator that's one of those Sean McVay types that has disciples that can come in and be that next innovator. We've had such bad offensive coordinators. We ain't taking nobody that roll with them. So we're in unfamiliar territory.
Yeah, him and Shanahan spawn like a rando every 2 years, right? Just spawning a random person. And you're like, who the hell is Nathan Schlesinglang? Who's that guy? Who's he? But apparently he's a hot commodity for a lot of OC jobs and some head coaching jobs. He's the Rams passing game coordinator. Did you know he existed till 2 years ago? I didn't know he existed.
I didn't know he existed now.
I'm like, who is this dude?
There you go.
Because him and Kyle, they have the same philosophy where they don't have offensive coordinators because they're the offensive coordinator. So the offensive coordinators are the passing game coordinator or the QB coach or whatever, and those guys get the looks. It's like every 2 years, it's some rando or a family member. You know what I mean? You're like, okay. How many Kubiaks exist? Apparently 18 million. TV. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's Clay, Clint, Jackson. That one I made up.
Good morning. Just Al, good morning. Says Harbaugh never hired an OC who was younger than 60 years old.
Yeah, man. They just Alo's contemporaries.
Hey, those shots are early this morning, okay?
Hey, sorry, my bad. Love
Tracy, good morning. Good morning, Tracy says, good morning, all. Oh, happy day. Yes, indeed. Yes. World class, I see you, says Todd and Cam are the best OCs we've ever had.
You spelled Caldwell wrong.
Yeah, Jim Caldwell.
You spelled Kubiak wrong.
Yeah.
Cam.
Cam. Todd and
Cam Cameron. He's
Cam Cameron. Dang.
World class playing.
Okay, I was about to say.
Hey Holland, I see you. Good morning. Says head coach Brian Flores, OC Eric Bieniemy, DC Raheem Morris.
I'll take that. I'll
take it.
Man, Raheem shouldn't have been fired, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. All right, look, it's already 170 people in here. Make sure you hit that like button. If you're new, hit the subscribe button on Lunch Break Hot Take and the Road Pod and Good Friends, Better Rivals. All right. We are update. When we ended the stream yesterday, we were 80 away from 3,000 subscribers. Now we're 57 or something like that, 57-ish away from 3,000 subscribers. So go ahead and go over to Lunch Break Hot Take if you're on the Road Pod channel and just hit subscribe real quick. Then go right back over. All right. Hendo is creeping up on 9,000 sooner than we think. So let's go ahead and make this happen. All right. You're enjoying the content. There's a lot going on. There's going to be a lot going on this off season, and you want to be here for that content, not on the other side over there. All right. Kobe Pruitt, good morning. Says thank you for the super chat. Says Harv's telling Bishotti that he intended to run it back with his staff must have upset him enough. Oh yeah.
Yep.
That he fired him and made sure fans knew it wasn't a mutual agreement, and then Perp walked him. Yeah, so I more details are coming now. I'm not sure what's what, because mainstream media has changed the story like 3 times. Yeah. So I don't know if
because Rappaport said him and Lamar had an issue, and that's why they fired him. And then some other reporter, apparently, his name is Gary Myers, who's a Giants reporter. So I don't know, how does he know? But okay, Gary, he said it was Lamar and Todd Monken had an issue, and the reason Harbaugh got fired is that he wanted to bring back Todd Monken. And I'm like, my guy, stick to writing Giants books. All right, like, what are you talking about right now?
He was talking to his new head coach.
I guess that's what you got from.
Yeah,
and that's what it seems. That's what it seems what's going on really is, all these stories coming out seem to be in Harbaugh's favor. Even the hit pieces on Todd Monken earlier in the season, they talked about Monken, they talked about but there was no mention of John Harbaugh in either report, which I thought, like, okay, man, we know who's behind this. And just day before yesterday, Josina Anderson saying, it's going to be a change at coordinator. Ian Rappaport saying that Todd Monken is likely out, and Zach Orr is fine. He's perfectly fine. Everything's fine. And that was just weird, right? Everybody's just like Zach Orr is fine. Like there's no they have even though it was a rough season, they still have faith in him. Just he's a fine young coordinator. I'm like, okay, we know where this came from, right? But that right there was probably it. That's probably where Steve Bishotti wanted to make it clear, because he saw the nonsense being put out there. He wanted to make it clear, like, yeah, I put him out of his misery, right? Like I did that,
I shot Old Yeller.
Yeah. And like you said, he like they said, like he must have pissed him off, right? Because I feel like there was a conversation where he was trying to get John to see it, like, hey, like you gotta make some changes, and he just was unwilling to do it. Like it could be that John was just being a dick, right? Like if we're being honest about it, like, it could have been one of those things because he knew I can get another job elsewhere, right? And if you're feeling that way where you don't want to make any changes, you're unwilling to change, you understand that a change needs to be made, why don't you do the honorable thing and just step down? Why don't you say, hey, it's cool, like, it's not working anymore. They don't, they're not really listening. I don't have the ear of the locker room. I don't really want to change what I'm doing. I believe in my system. I believe in my guys. I'll step down because I know other teams are calling. Like, let's part ways amicably. And then it really could have been that, but he forced Steve Bishotti to fire him, which, hey, you got what you got then.
But isn't it right? Oh, sorry, Hendo. No, you go ahead, bro.
No.
Okay. So the first report I saw was his agent talking about how, like, oh yeah, I already got 7 teams calling me right now. I'm like, you want me to believe your agent, bro? Whose job is to lie and big you up?
Well, it's funny. I'm gonna tease something from the LBHT show tonight. I read something saying that there were 9 teams that have reached out to John Harbaugh. There are only 6 openings.
Right.
So the question is,
who's getting fired?
Which 3 teams lied to their coaches that it told them that they were safe?
It's safe, right?
We will explore that on the LBHT show tonight at 7:45 p.m. Eastern time. All right, 9 and 9. I heard as much as 9 people called. There aren't 7 openings. There are 6 openings.
Yeah, we're not counting the Ravens, so it's 6.
Yeah.
Would it be something if he went to Cleveland? That would be
That'd be
something.
hilarious. That'd be hilarious.
I would love it. Face him twice
I
every
would love
year.
it too.
You know what I mean? People in the chat talking about we gonna go 7-10. We just went 8-9. What's the difference?
Right. Yeah. You know, you're gonna go to Cleveland, and then unless they use that first round on the quarterback, what do you think he's gonna do with Shador?
Tyler,
right? Right. Kobe, thank you for the super chat. Says, can we all admit that the source for Preston's story was Harb's throwing a Hail Mary by planting info to convince the owner to keep him over Lamar? No. Only because Mike Preston's been doing this since before John Harbaugh. He did this when Brian Billick was the coach too. Right. He's just a liar.
100%.
Okay. He's just a liar, and he always he's anti-player because he's jealous. He felt like he could have played at that level because he once got a tackle in a Towson football game, and they carried him off the field like Rudy, and he's like, why don't they tell my story? Right. You know what I'm saying? He's just he's an old school hater. I don't think that. I believe Harbaugh is like, I don't know what you're talking about, right? I believe that. But no, Preston just makes things up, and there's never been any consequences for that. So it is what it is.
Yeah. From one hater to another. Shout out to you, Mike Preston.
You are a hater.
Devin says she wants Harbs. Well, who's your team?
You want Harbs to do what?
She wants Harbs.
To do what? Go to the Giants.
Exactly. So she's not but we don't know that she's a Giants fan, because why would she do that to herself? You know what I mean? So
why would a Cali dude pick all East Coast teams?
Because I'm a hater. I literally just admitted it. I'm a hater.
That's the other thing Xavier Smith said. It also wasn't a report. It was an opinion column. Yes. Right. True. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Baltimore Sun hit piece and the Baltimore Banner hit piece, those were more like reports, sources and whatnot. Right. But both reports only spoke about Todd Monken and didn't really throw anybody else under the bus, which is why, yes, I feel like that definitely was something that John Harbaugh leaked out there.
Is the Baltimore Sun the one in The Wire in season 5? Is that the one?
That's one? Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Mm-hmm. They did fake reporting in that too.
Yeah, the fake reporting one. Yeah.
Thanks.
Maybe some of those calls were from colleges. Yeah, maybe.
Good for
well, he can't go to Michigan. Michigan already got their coach.
I like to speculate that there are 3 NFL teams that lied to their coaches. That's more fun.
I think, yeah.
I'm gonna put one out there. I'm gonna give y'all one right now. Washington. I'll
put another one out there. The Jets.
I mean, yes. they love former Baltimore execs and players, so that first is a high possibility.
And like Aaron Glenn, man, it's me personally, I would be like, common sense is you would give him another year because you literally traded everybody, and you purposely were that bad. But we know how the NFL operates with black head coaches. They'll destroy the team, blame the black head coach, hire the guy behind him, and then give that coach every resource known to. It's what happened with Mike Vrabel. Gerard Mayo was given nothing. They sucked. Fired Gerard Mayo, hired Mike Vrabel. Mike Vrabel spends $100 million in free agency, and look what the Patriots are at.
Right.
The Jets.
But I mean,
that's a good one, I like that.
I really like Aaron Glenn, but the first team in NFL history to not record one interception. And you're a defensive coach? What?
Can't have that. Nope.
And not even that. You're a cornerback.
Facts.
You're a former DB. So I think he got lied to. Him. And you know what? Another AFC East, Miami. Because they fired their GM.
Yeah.
Why would you keep the coach? You get, what I mean? So
they went on a little win streak towards the end, so I think that gave them hope to bring him back and maybe move on from Tua and bring in another quarterback. So they
maybe that's a good point
with another quarterback and see how it goes from there. But he's not going to have a long leash.
Yeah.
And every exec that they're interviewing is a Niners exec or a Rams exec who know him. So, okay, Miami may be off the board because if you're only hiring from those two trees who know Mike, then I think you're maybe keeping Mike. But yeah, I think Washington and the Jets. That's a good shout for Washington.
Yeah,
now, Ferris, because you watch a lot of our content, and you're a Giants fan. You have a little bit more of an inside track on John Harbaugh. How would you feel if the Giants hired John Harbaugh?
I know why a lot of Giants fans want him. It's not that they're not looking for like titles with him, right? The Giants fans, they just don't want to be a laughing stock anymore, right? Like now, like they're a laughing stock. Like literally the entire season this year, literally every broadcast was like, "Oh, look how the Giants blew these leads because they're stupid." You know what I mean? Literally the entire every announcing team was finding new professional ways of calling the Giants dumb. And they're just dumb. And you know what? They've been dumb for the last 10 years. They've just been stupid. And John Harbaugh gives them a sense of we still stink and we're like average, but we're not a laughing stock. But I'm like, if that's what you're aiming for, then I would rather be a laughing stock because we'll get a bunch of good picks then. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Hey, Ferris, y'all find ways to blow leads, but you want to pick the coach that has blown the most leads.
The most leads.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying, bro.
What?
That's what I'm saying. No, it's like, bro. It's like, no, because here's the thing, bro. Like, because I hang out with y'all my boys. You know what I mean? We've been homies like for a minute, and I know all about John Harbaugh, right? And every time someone talks about him that's not a Ravens fan, I'm just like, this dude's not a good coach, right? But like the last 10 years, let's talk about the last 10 years. They win the Super Bowl, and then they miss the playoffs of what? The next 3 years, right? And then they make the playoffs, and then they miss the playoffs.
Was it 3 straight years? I don't know if it was 3.
We went in 2015.
3 out of 4.
Yeah,
3 out of 4. Was it 3 out of 4 maybe? Because the BR Gridiron graphic that I saw, it was 3 missed playoffs, and then it was the year that y'all stinked, and then y'all brought in Lamar like halfway through and saved his job. Yeah. And then he's had Lamar Jackson his entire career, and him and Sean McDermott are kind of similar. You have this great quarterback, but you always keep losing to Patrick Mahomes. And there's times where you've lost to Patrick Mahomes where Patrick Mahomes hasn't played well.
Right.
He has played awful in some of the victories against Josh and Lamar, but he still seems to beat you. It's because your coach seems to always mess it up somehow. The Giants fans, they're just sick and tired of being a laughing stock. They're sick of 4 wins. They're sick of 3 wins. They'll take 8 wins. They'll take a 7-8 season, or 7-10, or 8-9, or 9-8. They'll take that because they're done being 3 wins. They're done with that. They're done. People laughing at them every year. They're laughing at them. They're laughing at Giants fans. They're all just like laughing at them. That's what they want.
Yeah.
But like they think this experienced coach thing is going to do. Like Matt LaFleur, when he got hired with Green Bay, he wasn't an experienced head coach. He has the most wins in NFL history in the first 3 seasons as a head coach, and he wasn't a head coach beforehand. So you don't need an experienced head coach. You need a proper front office who works for your head coach that operates. Too bad that our front office is our ownership, and they stink. We got John Mara, who stinks.
I'm gonna ask this. Well, I'm gonna put these 2 up. First, world class asks, Hendo, you think Harbaugh is a good coach? And Immaculate says Harbaugh is a top 5 coach in the last 10 years. I don't agree with that at all. In the last 10 years, who has he been to the Super Bowl in the last 10 years?
No.
Yeah.
He's lost more times in the divisional round than he's lost, like, period. Like the year Tennessee bullied you.
2019.
They bullied you. They're like, we're just gonna run Derrick Henry down your face, stop us, and you guys didn't do it.
Yeah. In the last 10 years, he is definitely not top 5 coach. If he was a top 5 coach in the last 10 years, he wouldn't be fired right now.
Thanks. Yeah.
He would be Andy Reid.
But the real question is, do you think? Oh, let me read this super chat from Kobe. Appreciate the super chats. Appreciate that. The teams Josina Anderson say they wished they had Harbs are the teams without regular season success. Ravens are graded by playoff success. That's a fact. Right. But I want to ask this question: like, do you think he's even good? Because there is that question of, can he even coach? He has had the fortune of coaching with great players, right? He came to a team that's already established with great players, and I want to say it was kind of autopilot to that Super Bowl. It was, it was a rough, bumpy ride, but they had to let him know, like, hey, man, you better catch up to what we do here, because like the things that you're are trying to run aren't working, right? So he had to grow from that, and after those guys left, and he pushed some of those guys out because he didn't want strong voices in the locker room anymore. We weren't a steady playoff team. There's a lot of revisionist history going on now because we got Lamar Jackson, and he has he's hidden a lot of deficiencies in this team. But when we went 1 of 5, we got a little peak. Of what kind of team we really are, where we don't have a dynamic player out there covering things up for us. So there is a question: can he even, like, do you want him coaching a young team? One, I would say no. I think he get his most success from a team that's already sort of established. I think the Commanders, with some more established players, would be he would benefit more from that. They'd benefit more from that. Going to a team that's rebuilding and getting young players, young quarterback, I don't think that'll work.
Right. And in the way, and then you asked me, do I think that he's a good head coach? Yes, I do. I think he was good at killing the Ravens culture. Like, play like a Raven. He killed that narrative and beat it to death. You want to talk about a top 5 head coach in the league? Well, top 5 head coaches in the league, when they get to play those upper echelon coaches, they beat them. John Harbaugh is always outcoached by everybody else. And since that Super Bowl win, if you want to go from 2013 to 2017, John Harbaugh was 40-40, which is 500. He had 1 playoff appearance during that time frame. So when you didn't have those superstars or those legacy pieces, and he was able to coach up a team, he made the playoffs once.
Yeah.
That's not top 5.
The players on that.
Real quick.
Shout
out to Kobe for another super chat. Appreciate that. Harbs never created a culture. Ray and Ed did. Thanks. Yes, indeed. And I just want to put this out here. We're at 300 people in the chat. Hit that like button. If you're new, subscribe. Lunch break hot take. We are close to 3,000 subscribers. I really appreciate it if you come over here real quick and hit that subscribe button. All right, hit that subscribe button. Rogue Pod over there. All right, he's creeping up on 9,000. Good friends, better rivals. Where y'all at?
276, 24 away from 300.
Let's go.
All right, that's good friends, better rivals. So go ahead and hit the subscribe. Also, patreon.com/ROUG. Kobe, I see you putting those super chats in Hendo's channel. For just $5, you get that monthly membership, get that extra, you know what I'm saying, get that extra content. Go ahead and sign up. Go ahead and sign up.
And we got the jersey giveaway for the members and the patrons coming up this week. So
there you go. There you go.
You get some benefits.
Amen. Let's go. Lucky money.
All right, she thinks you're gonna win a minute. I hope you don't.
God, why are you hating on me?
I'm not hating on you. It's the fact that you are a Giants fan, but you want a Raiders jersey.
He was born on my birthday. Me and him had to share the same birthday. The Mad Swan.
Yeah. Okay. See, people are kind of debating whether they think he's a good coach or not.
But I still need someone to answer the question: what does John Harbaugh do well? And no one can seem to answer that question for me.
I just go back to the players on that title team saying we stopped listening to him. You had multiple members say we stopped listening to him. That's all you need to know. Like, and the thing is, Ravens fans know about, but I think it was Bernard Pollard who said that. Because Bernard, he don't shut the hell up. Shout out to Bernard Pollard. He said that, and he told us, like, that's what happened. We just stopped listening. Other fans of other fan bases, they don't, like Jose said, he always says, fans of teams don't watch a lot of other teams.
Yeah.
They watch their team. And they don't know about the machinations or the inner workings of other teams and the fan bases. So a lot of people don't know Bernard Pollard probably said that. Jose told me about that. When your starting safety says, we stopped listening to him, that's why we won. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
Good coaches don't get stopped listening to.
Immaculate, he wins consistently under Lamar. He didn't win consistently before that. It was very inconsistent, which is why he almost got fired Lamar's rookie year.
Right. And I will say this. I will say early on in John Harbaugh's career, he was a totally different coach. Like he was an aggressive coach. He did certain things. They won a playoff game his first 5 years, each and every season. He was a different coach. But when he won that Super Bowl and his ego
got complacent.
His ego took over. It totally transformed the team. And I think that ego carried him into that meeting with Steve Bisciotti, where he was just like, I got power here. I won a Super Bowl. Like, I'm keeping my staff together. And Bisciotti's like,
and listen, he could, he could turn out to do good things for another team because, like B said, sometimes you get complacent and you need that shock to the system, and this could be the thing that wakes him up and says, "Oh man, I need to, I need to get back on it. I need to, actually do my job because maybe he turns out to be still a good coach, but he was being lazy here, and so was EDC. They were both being lazy because they had a quarterback that was special and it was doing everything for them. And when you're comfortable enough to say, no, Falele is going to be my starter. We're not going to make any change there. Voorhees going to be our starter. Not going to make any change there. Yeah, Emory Jones come in there. He's playing well, but I just don't think I want him starting. Essentially, what he's saying when he says, "Oh well, he's not outplaying the other guys." That's a lie. He's just telling you, I don't want to start him. And you can do that when you're comfortable, right?
Yeah, man.
We're bringing back, we're sticking with Zach, or we're bringing back the same coaching staff when you're comfortable, right? So
yeah, because people don't talk about this, man. Is we talk about how players when they get in year and ages, they regress and they're not as good as they used to be. People don't talk about coaches, man. Coaches regress. They're no longer as good as they're supposed to be. There's coaches who get a second chance and they fail completely. Like it happens to coaches as well. The good ones don't. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's just like that. Coaches regress as well. And you know what, coach? Like we said, is comfortable. Any head like Nick Sirianni is never comfortable because he knows if he gets comfortable, Howie Roseman will just fire him. Look, he knows what he did to Doug Peterson.
Facts.
He knows. So why do you think Nick Sirianni, like that one year, they missed that playoffs, and then they brought in Vic Fangio, they brought in Kellen Moore, and he was like, "Cool, yeah, bring them in," because he knows if he didn't agree to that, he'd be like, "Dude, I just you're out of here." Right. You know what I mean? And so he works with Howie, and he's not comfortable because he knows, oh, Howie's my boss. I'm not Howie's boss. We're not equals in this. Like, yeah, we're equals, but we're not.
Right. Yeah.
John Harbaugh was like, I mean, I'm just like you. And, and Steve Bisciotti's like, oh, yeah, you know who, by the way, who writes your checks? I write your checks.
Yeah.
Watch your mouth.
Right.
Yeah. And we got 2 more super chats. Appreciate you, A-Light, for the $20 super chat. Says, he isn't a good coach. He was only still here because of Lamar. 2015, 2017, 22 to 26, 2018 started off 3-6. Bisciotti was going to fire him. Flacco got hurt, and he inserted 8. He went 6-1, and the rest is history. Facts.
Super facts.
Yeah. And he starts rookies. Like there was I was watching the Giants chat, and someone yelled at a Ravens fan, and he said, "What do you mean he doesn't start rookies? He starts rookies out of necessity. He had to start Tyler Linderbaum. He had to. There's no other center. You drafted a center in the first round. You had to start him. But name any other rookie that, like he starts defensive rookies. He starts them. You drafted Malachi Starks in the first round. Nate Wiggins starts because Marlon Humphrey got hurt. Necessity.
Yeah.
You need receivers, and Tez Walker just sitting on the sideline looking like this. But when Tez Walker's in, he has another element of speed. So safety's got to back up. And like I think Hendo, you brought it up on the broadcast on Sunday night, where guess who came out of the game and Lamar scored 2 touchdowns and Voorhees got out of the game.
Right.
What happened right after? Back-to-back touchdowns.
The blocking got better.
Yeah, because he had to only worry about Daniel Falele. That's who let the guy through. But instead of having to worry about both guards, he had to worry about one guard.
Yeah. And we got another super chat from Kobe. Appreciate you, Kobe. It says he's good at politics and deflecting responsibility. He is good at that.
Self-preservation. I forgot. He's good at self-preservation until yesterday.
Yeah. See, Alex says Harbaugh's
What's
an
up?
awful game manager, and we paid the price for it over the years. That's a fact too.
Right.
Does not manage the game well. Does not make adjustments well. Dranell Grimm. National media seems to think Lamar owes Harbaugh. Yeah, that's okay. Hey, listen, they can think whatever they want. He ain't our problem anymore.
Facts.
Right? We have to worry about getting the right head coach moving forward and trying to win a Super Bowl. And you know, we went through this already. There's the same thing with Brian Billick. People thought that about Brian Billick too. Brian Billick is a very similar situation where he got comfortable because we won a Super Bowl, and he thought, oh, we can ride it out with Kyle Bowler. Right. He refused to move on from Kyle Bowler until pretty much it was too late. Right. And he got comfortable because Steve Bisciotti, very similar. Steve Bisciotti came out and said, yeah, his job is safe, not making any changes.
Gave him an extension.
And he kicked his feet up and lost to the winless Dolphins. And Steve Bisciotti said, nah, never mind.
Right.
Never mind. Actually, you are fired.
Man, that man had 1 year of old Steve McNair, and it was a great year, and said, you know what? I don't want any more of that. I'll take Kyle Bowler.
Yeah. So
Old Steve McNair was still better than Kyle Bowler. And he didn't try to, you know what I mean? And you said, and he was fat? Is that what you said?
What?
Is that what you said? And he was fat? Is that what you said?
No, I said that's a fact.
Oh, that's a fact. Oh, I thought you said, and he was fat. I was like, oh, that's more disrespectful.
Steve
hey, Adelia has a question for you, Ferris.
Yeah.
She said she thought you were on vacation.
And man, the grind never stops.
So Kwame, you say we realized Harbaugh had a handicapped offense for years. Why is that? Who's the head coach that came out and said, if you want your stats and you want the ball and all that stuff, don't come here? Who do you think helped handicap?
I think he's joking.
Oh, I'm sorry, because I'm just like that was the one thing about Harbaugh that ticked me off. You're going to say if you're a wide receiver and you want stats, that's the problem we have now. We don't have wide receivers that demand the ball. We don't have that George Pickens that's like, yo, game on the line, get it to me. We got guys that's like, if I get it, if it comes my way, cool. But we need that guy, and he doesn't want alphas in this building, and that hurt us to the core.
Yeah, I'm curious, and we gotta get out of here soon. I'm curious to see who he brings onto his coaching staff. We know Tom Monkey ain't gonna be back.
Right.
Which one of his friends is he going to bring up there? Who's going to be his OC? Is he going to bring Zach Orr with him? That's the question, right? Zach Orr ain't get another defensive coordinator job anywhere else.
Absolutely not.
So if you have faith in him, and this is going to be very telling, by the way, if you have faith in him, then he goes with you to your new job as a defensive coordinator.
Right.
If you pick a new defensive coordinator, why? What happened? What happened? He's not good enough. He's not good enough on a team that you're trying to rebuild, but he's good enough for a Super Bowl team. I got questions. A-Light, appreciate the super chat, says we need new scouts. So that's something I think this is just the first domino to drop, right? A lot of other stuff will be handled behind the scenes. Scouts come and go all the time, right?
Yep.
Now Ozzy is supposed to be leading that department, from what I understand, like the head scout guy, right? But Ozzy, EDC, their whole team, they have to kind of evaluate the picks that they've been making, what they're doing right, what they're doing wrong, and what the new coach comes in, what they're going to need for their system. So there's going to be a lot of moving pieces this offseason. So yeah, that's part of the process for sure. Xavier Smith, thank you for the super chat. Says EDC has to go as well. He shouldn't be allowed to hire the next coach. I'm all for letting EDC go, but because he didn't have the control that he should have now, he will get another chance. But that's why I put him in the thumbnail. He looking around like, oh shit,
it's on me now.
You're next.
Yes,
it's on me.
You're next.
They're definitely watching them. Corey Hunt, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you. Says can't even go on X without seeing non-Ravens fans bashing the Ravens organization for keeping Lamar over Harbaugh. Worry about your own team. No, man. Hey, that's fine. Let them talk. I'm cool with it. Let them talk. We ain't got to worry about them anymore.
100%. And I just need people to think about this. 2-time should be 3-time MVP at quarterback. Mm-hmm. And has John Harbaugh ever won Coach of the Year?
Right. Right.
Kevin Stefanski got 2 of them.
Dude, he does.
He got 2 of them.
Right.
So now we know why the offense sucked all season. Like I said, John was jealous. Ty got his extension before he did.
Probably. That's crazy. But I'm excited. I'm excited to see. I'm not an EDC fan, but I'm excited to see what he does with his own merit without having to answer or acquiesce to what John Harbaugh wants. He doesn't have to do any Michigan ties or any Harbaugh ties. He can actually go out there and put together a team like he wants. Now, he is complicit in the fact that he didn't strengthen his offensive or defensive lines. That's on him. But now he gets kind of a clean slate, and we get to see what he can do as a GM without John Harbaugh's influence.
Yeah. Same with Joe Shane with the Giants. When he literally fired all his scapegoats. He fired Brian. He fired Shane Bone. He fired everybody. And we found out towards the end of the season, man sucks as a GM. He can't do the basic things right, like elevating certain players off of practice squads or signing players off of other practice squads. Like, you knew Malik Neighbors was injured. You knew Darius Slayton was injured. Why did you wait 4 weeks to sign Isaiah Hodgins? Why didn't you sign Treylon Burks, who was sitting on his couch? These other things, man. Like, he couldn't do the basic GM things right. The basic things.
Like re-sign Saquon. Right.
Re-sign Saquon and giving a guy that's shown you nothing in New York besides barely an okay year to $80 million. It makes no sense. Yeah. But then the more I found about this ownership, the more I realized this ownership doesn't value the GM. That's why they re-signed Homeboy. That's why they didn't fire him, because he's their friend and he's a guy he's kind of their whipping boy. Mm-hmm. He just does whatever they want. That's why they didn't fire him, because they don't respect the GM position, because they're the GM. Right, they don't respect it.
We're about to get out of here, but I'm just going to leave.
Yes, get out of here.
I'm just going to leave this here.
I know which one it is. I know that is.
I'm just going to leave this right here. I'm just going to leave this right here. If you think Harbaugh is a top 10 5 or top 5 coach in the last 10 years, then the other coach next to him is also a top 5 coach in the last 10 years.
Don't do it, y'all. Set up.
And I just want to know who said it. Immaculate. Who are your top 5 head coaches? Who are your top 5 head coaches? And I hope this guy is in your top 5. Career winning percentages identical. Identical. Seasons as a head coach, almost identical. This person didn't coach this year, but 17 and 16 years. And even still, this person, I believe, still has more wins total. Right. Playoff record, almost identical. 1 game difference. 1 game difference. Division titles, we're 2 off. 2 off. And they both, I cut it off because it showed which team was which. But both coaches have 1 Super Bowl win. Both of them have 1 Super Bowl win. Right. So
who's who?
First, give me your top 5. All right. Give me your top 5. You put in here from Google, John Harbaugh, a perennial contender with the Ravens, known for a strong defense. Yeah, okay. Who's your top 5? Right. I just want to know if this guy's in your top 5.
All right, thanks. And listen, I see the people talking about, and I've heard some people on YouTube early this morning talk about, oh, we could be the Cleveland Browns. We didn't cut the head off the snake. Like, what these things that happen? Why is it always when we speak and say things it's negative, but when we talk about moving on from John Harbaugh, we always look to the negative side? The Golden State Warriors won a title the very next season after firing Mark Jackson. The very next season. So why can't we stop thinking about what could be? If the Ravens organization is top 5 like y'all say it is, it should not matter if John Harbaugh's here or not. If we have voted the best run organization in the NFL, we should be able to bring in an average head coach and make it to the playoffs.
Facts.
Or then you don't believe we had that top 5 organization in. You're lying to yourselves one way or another.
Facts. Kobe with another super chat says, without the Super Bowl run, Harbs is Jeff Fisher. He's not that bad. Jeff Fisher
is not that bad at all.
Yeah, that's insulting. You know what I mean? Like
Jeff Fisher.
That's a little harsh.
I hear you.
Jeff Fisher.
Yep,
Okay.
yeah. We
Reed, Belichick, Tomlin, Harbaugh, Shanahan. Ooh. So you don't have Mike McCarthy in your top 5?
Right.
What?
Also, too.
Go ahead.
Last 15 years, my bad. Because I was like, why is Belichick there? But then I realized last 15 years, my bad. That's my fault.
Yeah. Wait. I'm confused here. You don't have Mike McCarthy in your top 5? You don't have.
They have a head coach in their top 5 that's won literally nothing.
You don't have Mike McCarthy in your top 5?
Right.
And I was actually wrong. Mike McCarthy has one extra year. Yeah.
Kyle Shanahan has 3 Super Bowl losses.
So if we take John Harbaugh's 2 extra years, makes it even worse. Because now it puts him at 18.
Funny enough, too, they both had.
That's right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Funny enough, they both had the future Hall of Fame quarterbacks, and they won literally nothing. One of them won a Super Bowl at least with one of them. The other one didn't. But in a sense that the other one who won that one Super Bowl is actually underwhelming because they expected more than one.
Right.
And every year he got boat raced by a random player. Like the Niners boat raced him. He
killed him.
Colin Kaepernick whooped them by himself.
Eli.
Yeah, I mean, Eli Manning beat them at home. You know what I mean? Twice, I think. Like similar coaches.
Yeah, you're right. Harbaugh coached 2 extra years. This doesn't capture that, but
still similar stats.
It makes his winning percentage worse.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
This is more favorable for John Harbaugh. His playoff record is
should be 13, 14 and 11. 13 and 11. 13 and 11.
Yeah, 13 and 11.
13 and 11. Right.
So he's won two extra playoff games
and lost the same amount. And then give him a 6th division title.
And coached the extra year. Yeah.
But still, mirror images. And nobody's saying Mike McCarthy is top 10 at anything.
And y'all and the people in here that knew it was Mike McCarthy because they've heard me say it before that Harbaugh is just Mike McCarthy in a purple uniform.
Purple uniform.
All right,
without any offensive knowledge.
That's all it is. And Mike says, and Mike McCarthy didn't win one playoff game with the Cowgirls. That's our point. That's our point.
How many playoff games has John Harbaugh won Lamar Jackson? He beat Houston.
He beat Houston. He beat Tennessee. He beat
Steelers.
The Steelers. And
that's it. 3.
Yeah. Because
Lamar's 3-5. Lamar's 3-5.
Yeah, because see, he won 3.
But that's our whole point, though. Yeah, you don't like Mike McCarthy,
right?
But he's
John
Harbaugh.
Yeah.
Point.
He's actually better than John Harbaugh because he won a Super Bowl with his future Hall of Fame quarterback.
Facts.
There you go.
And didn't he take the Cowboys to 3 straight years of 12 wins?
Yeah.
Right.
And
just like John Harbaugh, regular season success.
Mm-hmm.
Postseason failure.
Well, Harbaugh has won playoff games during that same period. During what same period? I just showed you the stats. Like
12 and 10, 11 and 11.
He's won playoff games too.
Right.
Won more division titles. He's done everything. Immaculate. Trust me. You can't win this. Mike McCarthy has done everything Harbaugh has done. Everything. Everything. It's cool. It's cool. It's going to take a minute it's going to take a minute for that to sink in, but it's cool. Kobe with another super chat says Mike is better. He can coach one side of the ball. Yeah, that's the thing too.
Except sometimes during the playoffs.
Yeah, that's true. But more importantly, Mike McCarthy brings in assistant coaches that he knows can coach. He doesn't bring in all his friends. He brings in guys that he knows can coach players up, and he's not afraid to lose his job to. John Harbaugh, on the other hand, like they said, bringing 60, 70-year-olds, it's like, go do your thing.
Also, too, when he does bring his friends, he brings his friends who can coach. Like he brought in Al Harris. He brought in Al Harris. Look what Al Harris did with those DBs. And now look at those DBs now under this guy. The scheme didn't fit. He didn't work. And Al Harris, look what he did with the DBs in Chicago. They weren't a very good defense, but they were a very good DB core and very good on third down. That's deep. That's passing downs, mostly DBs. That's Al Harris.
Now, Immaculate, I can get with this. He says, I understand your argument. I just like Harbaugh.
And that's fine. That's fine.
That's fine.
Hey,
no problem with that.
You have your preference. That's it's all good.
Thanks.
You know, we just saying, like, you know, this is what John Harbaugh is, right? Like, if you like him, you like him. I got no problem with that. I'm not rooting against him. This can be a situation where everybody wins, just like with Andy Reid, right? Yep. So it's no beef, man. It's all good. It's all good.
Also, too,
Andy Reid got his 3, and the Eagles got their 2.
Real quick, Paris, I gotta wrap this up.
No, because also too, when Andy Reid moved to Kansas City, he didn't win Super Bowls right away. You know what I mean? So like he had playoff success. Everyone remembers that collapse against the Colts. You know what I mean? Like that's Andy Reid's fault. Patrick Mahomes changed his life. Because if Patrick Mahomes didn't show up, he would just be that guy who choked a lot.
No, Immaculate. You do not want McCarthy as a head coach at all.
Nope.
The Giants want McCarthy.
No, we didn't want Harbaugh. We damn sure don't want McCarthy.
I'll take Tomlin. Y'all don't want Tomlin. I'll take Tomlin.
Yep.
And the same respect that we have for Tomlin, and most Steelers fans hate him, is the same thing with the Ravens. We don't like Harbaugh, and y'all think he's one of the best.
We just wouldn't take. We have to tell Tomlin, like, coordinator, we're gonna help you with that.
You can't pick your coordinator.
Yeah.
Hasn't been good since Bruce Arians, man.
Yeah.
Man, since Bruce Arians, he just don't know how to pick them.
Bruh.
I'm like, what the hell going on here, man?
All right.
Todd Haley, Matt Canada.
We're wrapping this up. Patreon.com/ROUG. Patreon.com/LBHTShow. Patreon.com/
270.
LGR_network. You're sorry. You were very quick with it. I apologize.
750.
Oh, okay. Immaculate says we are not firing. We know.
Yeah,
we know.
A lot of Steelers fans. A lot of Steelers fans do not like Tomlin.
They just haven't given him a quarterback, man. A quarterback and an OC. They just haven't gotten it.
Or no.
But all right. Listen. Before we get out of here, I haven't looked at the subscriber count, but I know there are still almost 300 people between our channels. Go over to Lunch Break Hot Take. We need about 57 subscribers to reach 3,000. So go over there, hit that subscribe button. We greatly appreciate it. Also, you want to do that and turn on your notification bells, because tonight the LBHT show, 7:45 p.m. Eastern time, myself and Brodney will be diving more into this, and we'll be talking about the Panthers upcoming game, because they are in the playoffs. All right, so tune into that. All right, we're getting out of here. Appreciate everybody. Have a great day. I
said appreciate Immaculate.
Oh yeah, appreciate you. Oh, thank you, Immaculate. Thank you. All right, have a great day. We'll see you later.
Cheers to you guys.